Hello, greetings everyone. I bless you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. I'm here to analyze the trade for next week. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just here to educate you how to trade, when to take your trade, and when not to take your trade, what are the strategies to use, and so on and so forth. So let's dive into the analysis for next week, right? I only trade just five pairs, and that is gold and USD, as you can see, and uh, Euro USD. Sometimes I just compare it with both GBP USD and also GBP USD, GBP JY, then USD JY. So one, two, three, four, five. These are five pairs that I trade basically. So let's start with the first one. So what is the market saying for next week? So we are looking at prediction. So we first go to the weekly chart and see the direction of the trade. So basically looking at the chart for the week. So it looks bullish. And how do I recognize that? So I'm gonna put it in a box for you to see that it's bullish. Um, so select the box quickly. So that is the box here. See how I can put it plainly, clear. Okay, so let's go to the day. So as you can see, that is bullish here and started coming down. So if we look at the chart, basically on a long run is bearish for the week, but I mean for the month is going bearish, but for the week is going bullish. And let me just that is how to analyze trade. Let me just go this way. Uh, so that we do it this way, or we just do it this way. That's how I analyze trade. So as you can see, so for me is bullish. So that is how to know where it's going. Now, our prediction is that if we get a signal that is going up, then it will it will go up to this edge, which is 155.7 84 155 pips. So I mean, yes, I'm looking for a ruler. So let's say the next candle shows bullish. Then from here to here, we are looking roughly 326 pips for next week. If we see in a blue candle from here. So now, how do we know whether this is going to go uptrend or downtrend? Then it's up to the market again, and that is how you will look at the market. So anything going upward, anything going down trade next week, we will not trade it. We have to see if a, a green candle will appear here. Once a green candle appear, it's telling us, it's a signal that uh, the market for next week is going to be bullish. It's going to be uptrend. So, and that is that for the week next week. But how do we enter our trade for next week? Now, this is a daily uh, candle. So the first thing I would do is remove this box, these two boxes, and I put. Let me just take the box. No, no, no. Let me take this, change it to something that we can see clearly. So this is Friday, definitely. So we are looking at the green candle. We're looking at the green candle to come up from here. Let me use a box instead for that. So we're looking at a green candle. It stops here. Yeah, we're looking at a green candle to go up here, this stage. Then once it breaks this line, then our expectation is something like this. We are looking for a break and retest this line and come up this way. So when it's, we could see that it breaks and retests this daily candle. So once, then we look for a signal here to enter our trade for uptrend. Or if it's going down one trend, we're looking for the candle to break this and breaks this um, line, which is the support here, and retest this support, which we turn to resistance and start going downward. So that is when at this end we look for our entry, because we look for our entry to trade uh, downward. So now you could see a double bottom here, and we can see a double bottom going towards up ends. So this is how to trade, basically break and retest, and that is one of the best strategies so far as far as I am concerned. So which I'll be showing you one of this day how to trade break and retest. So, and that is the trade for next week. Now you can now break it down to 4 hours candle to look for the best trade. For example, if I click into 4 hours candle now, you could see that it's uptrend. Like I said to you, you could see it's uptrend. It's going uptrend. 4 hour candle is showing that 4 hours candle shows a green, but you can see the green. This green candle is smaller to this red candle, so we can't enter a trade here. So until we see that the candle break this end, you know, break this end and retest it. Once it retests it and started going up, then we take our trade. So that is how to enter a trade. And you could see the double bottom, or it can go both sides, which is going downward. If the candle breaks, if the red candle breaks to the downwards end, then we could actually look for a retest. Once it breaks a retest, then start coming down, we can enter our trade from there. So, and that is the trade for next week with USD uh, JPY. I mean JY. JY. Yeah. So, what is the um, trade for JPY and I mean, is it? Yeah, J, Gbpjpy. So let's look what is the trend for that for the week. Now we could see Gbpjpy trend for the week. This week that we finished is bullish. So let me put it in the candle. You start learning my strategy little by little now by following me um, on this channel. Just subscribe and like it and share it among your friends that you think might wants to learn how to trade. So uh, that is bullish for throughout the week from Monday to Friday this week. It was bullish. So now let's look at the daily candles. So that will give us the signal or idea uh, whether it is bullish. As you can see, it shows bullish. So if I remove this candle now, although the weekly candle, the monthly candle shows is going to show bearish. The way I'm seeing this candle, because if I um, put a trend line here, you could see it's going downward. It's trending to the downside. It's trending to the downside. So it's bearish this month. Just to confirm that so that you will know that this is exactly what, as you can see, is bearish. You can see this candle has gone down. As you can see, it's showing bearish, and now it's changing pattern here. Possibly still bearish. I don't know for now. We can't tell right now. But when you go to the daily candle, I mean, yes, the weekly candle, you could see the pattern that is going bearish. So it's bearish. Then when you go to a daily candle, because of this one candle here, you could see that is bullish. Then let's go to a daily candle. You can see the daily candle here. So if I put a trend line, I put a trend line here, and yeah, okay. Let me just delete that one because this one is not. It shows bearish. However, we don't know if it's going to break this trend line, this bearish trend line. Clone. Uh, let me just. Yes, we don't know if it's going to break this trend line, this one that is bearish to the up up end. Now, how do we trade this one? We have to definitely wait here because of this trend line. So we have to wait until it breaks this to the upside, break and retest it, and trading upside. So then we will say the trend has changed, the pattern has changed from there, or it will come down here. There is probability that the trend will go downward reason is because of this trend, because it's going downward. Um, and if we look at how to trade this, if you are a swing trader, then you will have to wait, retest to this end, possibly form a double bottom here. So before going up end as well. So now this trade, let's go to a daily, I mean the 4 hours trade candle, sorry, 4 hours candle. Here we could see it's consolidating here. So definitely it's going to trade downward. It's consolidating here. So the best bet is for us to wait for this support to be broken. Once this support is broken to this end, once this support is broken, then we look for, once it's broken, we look for retest and look for a signal to trade downward to this end. So we are looking at how many pips if I put the can, I mean, we're looking for, wait, let me just reduce this. We're looking for, let me bring my, we are looking for how many pips here? 600 pips from here, trending below. So to downwards, we're looking for 600 pips. That's that. So that means if you want to trade 4 hours, we're looking for 600 pips to the downside. And let me use this short position. So we're looking for approximately 500 pips downward. So that is the market for JP, Gbp and JPY. So as you can see, this makes sense. And if it breaks up to the up end, so we're looking towards this uh, direction. Why is it okay? Let me bring it closer. We're looking it to break this end, like I said. So we are looking at from here the long position. So 300. We're looking for 300 pips. Take profit from at this point. So that is analysis for next week. Then if we go to 1 hour, because the best time to enter our trade is 1 hour. So 1 hour candle. And when we look at the 1 hour candle and 4 hour candle, the best bet is to wait for the 4 hours candle to break this line, this trend line. Once it breaks this trend line, there's guarantee that it's going downwards. So, and we'll be able to take our trade. We look for a signal entry, then we'll take our trade and goes downside. So, and I can see it shows very well on 4 hours uh, market. So, that is that. And again, let's look at the market for uh, JBP, Gbp, and USD. So let's go to the weekly again. We're getting familiar to the way I analyze trade now. So straightforward, you can see this is bullish. This is really bullish. Then let's put my uh, the weekly is showing bearish, but it started changing pattern now. But we just want to look for a daily candle anyway. That's a major focus. So let's put that candle here. So when you look at it, you can see this is bearish pattern. So put the weekly is showing bearish. Okay. So the best bet is to clone your trend line. So that will give you a rough estimate the trend pattern. To what extent will the trend go? So you know that if it started coming down, it will reach this end and change direction to hit this end. So that is the way I trade personally. So when you look at it this way, when you look at it, it changed to this end, change pattern, and it can easily change pattern and start coming downward. It goes to this end and change pattern and come to this end and start changing. And that is the way to look at trend. But it can change. And how would you know if it changed? Is when it form a double bottom here and start trending up and this way, and now it has changed pattern. So it's quite easy if you follow my strategy of analysis. Um, and is that so? Now let's go to the daily daily candle to see to have the prediction. Where would this trade go next? Now we could see it's trending upward, but I believe it has reached the limit here, because if you look at this candle, it's a rejection candle. It didn't break the trend line, it rejected it. So there is probability that the trade, the next candle that will show will be red candle. So, but we can we can decide for the market. We follow the market structure and the market direction. So, based on last week, this is the candle for last week, and it's bullish, and it has reached the touch the trend line for for the market to change direction. So, what do we do here? Now, we put a line briefly just to identify what's the market doing. There's the probability, the next direction that the market might go. If it change structure, I mean, if it will start trending up hand, then this is what will happen. We need to look for a candle that breaks breaks this end and retest this last Friday height, then go upward. Then the market has changed trend. Then we look for a signal at this area to, you know, to place our trade. Otherwise, we look for the candle breaking from this end, break this daily candle, and retouch this, break and retest this line and start trading downward to this area. It could start trading downward, but however, it could change pattern. It could change pattern here. It could just range at this area and break upside and start, trending upward. But however, to actually confirm whether the trade will continue trading downward, we have to wait for this lower high to be broken. So once if a candle breaks this line here, then we know that it's trending downward. So let me just so we look for, if we have any candle breaking to downside here, that means the the trend is going towards this direction, toward downside. So, and we will be looking for how many pips there. Um, um, let's start trading from here, because it might decide to change the pattern and go upside and trend upward. So, but let's look at it from here. So this is a daily candle. We are looking at almost 500 pips going towards downside. Once it touch this, it will change pattern and we start trading to the upside again. So, but from here to here, we're looking at 500 pips. And if we move it, let's say it trades downward from here, we're looking at almost 650 pips. So basically, but let's look at how we should enter this trade next week. Basically, I'll stay away for now until it breaks this end. If it does not break this end, I will not trade. I'll not look for uptrend to trade. I will look for. Um, I will look to sell, not to buy. I'll look to sell. So if we see any candle breaking towards this end, I'll look to send to this area. So which is uh, what is that? Almost 200 pips. So, and once it breaks there, definitely is coming downward to this area. So let's look at our 4 hours. How does our 4 hours look like? As you can see, when you look at the candle, it touch, then you have a big candle of bearish coming down. So definitely we're looking to break this line. So once this line is broken, you could see that the candle, that is the lower high here. Once it breaks it and retests it, then you look for your signal to enter your trade. As you can see, you look for your signal to enter your trade. That is the market structure for GBP USD. And once it breaks this end, this 4 hours candle break this, then you can look for um, an entry. Once you retest it and started trading up, then you look for your, your buy. You enter your trade from there. So, and that is for GBP USD. So let's, and something similar to uh, a EU USD as well. But let's look at gold. Let's analyze gold. Then we put an end to this video so it won't be too long. So let's go to a weekly candle. What's this saying? So it's bullish. We can say it's bullish or true. So we could see even the weekly candle shows bullish. Um, if I put a trend um, trend line, you can see is bullish. Then clone it. I believe it has reached peak. That's why it rejected it. So based on what I'm looking at, if you're a swing trader, you should be expecting to trade, looking for the trend to start coming downward here to this trend line. So we're looking from here, start coming to this trend line, and change pattern again and move upward to this area. But that is the general overview of the market. But let me just say to you here that as we analyze our trend, this is last week, so there's no point in putting the candle there anyway, but we could see it's bullish, but it's reversing little by little. So let's go to daily candle. As you can see, it was bullish, but it started changing pattern. So this is the candle. So what we should look for right now is to always have it in the back of your mind that it will go to two direction, up side or downside. So um, let me change this. So before you can trade buy at all, if you can trade ups, and then you have to see this box being broken to the upside, and retest this box or this trend line and go upward. Then you look for your signal before it gets to this end. You look for your signal at this area. Otherwise, 75% that this trend is going downward is because it has touched this trend line at the top. So it has started reversing. So we should look for sell every time on this market. Look for sell because it will continue trending downside, trending downside, trending to this side. So, and we are looking for how many pips right there. We are looking at sell market. Um, we are looking for uh, gold is different from the rest of the currency. So, but I think you got the logic anyway. You got the idea of what we should be looking at. So, I think with gold, it marks as ticks. So we have 17,000 ticks. Is that the way it is? Let me just quickly check. Yeah, ticks. It ticks. So you could see exchange pattern. Exchange pattern. So let's look at daily. This is daily candle. So exchange pattern, and when should you start trading below? Now, this is to give you a bigger picture of it. You can see this trend line. So uh, let's look for a lower high. A lower high here. I think when we put it to 4 hours. Yes. So it's at this end, this area, this region, this support here. So by the way, I'll be teaching you about support and resistance. Support and resistance is the same thing as uh, supply and demand. So I'll you know I'll produce a video for that separately. So you just watch out. Once it breaks this end, just look for a retest and look for your buy signal. Once you get your buy signal, then you trade down to this trend line. So, and you could see it gives you clarity, the trend of the market and everything. And when you look at the 1 hour chart as well, is also the same thing. Um, you can see the trend. It has changed pattern. You can trade 1 hour as well. For those who trade daily, um, you can see it has changed. It has rejected. So it's not coming to this end. So definitely is going down. Yes, it's going, the trend is going downside. So, but before we can confirm that, it has to break this end. So once it break this end, this trend line, this box down to downside, then look for a retest and look for your sell signal, and that is that for gold. So let me put it 4 hours. It's more clearer with 4 hours. So uh, let me just look for something that I can comment there. Yeah. So I think that is the market structure for the week. That is market structure for the week. So both gold and uh, GBP USD, GBP JPY, GBP, USD JPY. So these are the market analysis for the week. So stay tuned for my next video, and I'll be sharing more as well, more information. Subscribe and share among your friends. Thank you once again. God bless. Bye.